Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be about Normani. Okay, I'm kind of tipsy, y'all. Just like let's just forget that just happened. But for real, this video about to be about Normani and Normani album called Dopamine. So let me just get all of the negatives out the way. Y'all not finna drag her. Well, y'all can. I'm gonna just pay all dust. But the whole like her album not selling and a lack of promotion and blase blah. Why are we still talking about that? Y'all lips not dry, talking about the same thing.
You want some gum? Y'all need some lip gloss? Y'all mouth getting dry talking about the same thing? Cause mine is.
I feel like we all know that Normani album has lacked promotion, lacked performances, lacked music videos, lacked this, lacked that. We've been talking about this for the past 6 years. We already know these things. Why did y'all expect this album to drop and she do like 500,000 first week? Calm down. I don't like what y'all trying to do to that black woman. Okay. Now, granted, my issue is not even with Normani because her music has never been an issue for me. I love Normani music from Checklist. If you know, you know. Checklist, Waves, girl, like I've always loved her music. Motivation. I love Motivation when it came out. I love Fair. Fair really could have been on this album. Like, let's really talk about that. Fair could have been on this album for real. But anyways, um, Wild Side, like Normani music always hits for me. So the music was never the issue. It was clearly the fucking promotion, the team, the marketing, X, Y, and Z, which we already knew about. So can we not try to like let that overshadow this amazing body of work that is Dopamine? Like, let's be serious, girl. Now, granted, the only thing that I will say that I think is very interesting, girl, I wouldn't be me if I didn't say these things that I thought. I think Normani fans are very interesting because y'all did spend like years of talking down on other black artists, black women artists about their numbers and what they sold and tried to humble those black women. But when it came time for y'all to buy the album, y'all didn't put y'all money where y'all mouth is. Now, this is only to the nation. This is only to the Normani stan accounts out there. That's embarrassing for y'all. For y'all, not for Normani. That album is girl, please. But for this moment right now, y'all, you need to be careful. Cause you never know where you never know how things can happen. And
be careful who you laugh and joke at because of these situations, because you might find yourself in that same situation. That's just the way God works.
It's like, I just think it's so interesting that y'all spent 6 years online harassing other black women artists, and y'all couldn't even do y'all biggest one for Normani. This is her debut album. I bought the album, so don't even try to come at me. I'm talking about y'all, and y'all know who y'all is. Now, anyways, let's get into this body of work, girl. Low key, why this album was worth the wait? Like, I'm not mad. Like, I'm so sorry. All you gotta do is feed me something good, girl. I will leave you alone. And it's like the album is so good that I want the extra like promotion and this and that and da da da. Da. But it's like at the same time, the album is so good that I don't really care anymore. Like, I just kind of don't care anymore. Like, when it comes to Normani, you just gotta get what you get. And you know what? A 13 song album with no skips, a 13 song R&B album. Like, hey, this sound like a timeless, and I know it just came out, but it got like sprinkles of timelessness like within it, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know I'm gonna be listening to this 5 years from now. And then another 5 years after that. That's what I'm trying to say, girl. Like, you're lying to yourself if you're trying to play this album and you trying to say like, oh, it's not worth the wait. Da, da, da. I mean, I guess I mean, that's subjective, but I feel like it was. And I feel like y'all giving just her whole situation, the business part, y'all making that the biggest like thing when really when it boiled down to it, it's all about the music. And the music is doing what it needs to do. We can really get into Big Boy. This is a statement. Girl, quit playing with her. This she came in swinging. Kind of how Beyonce came in swinging with Crazy in Love on Dangerously in Love. Normani came in swinging with Big Boy, like swinging. I would love to see a visual for that. I would love to, but at the end of the day, my girl came in swinging. It don't really matter to me. We got Still, the sample, So Houston. I'm from Houston. Normani from Houston. I'ma always say I'm from Houston when like the baddest bitches that's really doing this shit from Houston. I'm so sorry. I just have to throw it out there. But yeah, Still, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, can't keep them off. Oh, okay. Let's see. I got my iPad right here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at to look at the track list. But like, no, for real. All of these songs, it's like this is in different areas. Big Boy is different than All Yours. All Yours is different than Take My Time. Insomnia, that's one of the best songs I ever heard in my life. She's psychotic. Brandy is psychotic for them background vocal harmonies, what she was doing in the back. Y'all fave. Anyways, Grip. No, because let's talk about Grip. Let's really talk about Grip because I feel like y'all not getting a picture. It's not really being talked about like that. Okay, now for this song, maybe she do need to be like do need to do a visual because I need y'all to see the actual vision of Grip. This is a top 3 song on this album. Like I know it's other girls on this album, but Grip, Kung Fu Grip, when he slide, like I'm so no, that's really my song for real. Like that's really my song. Um, let's see, Distance, Tantrums, Little Secrets. Little Secrets is so Rihanna coded to me. But it's so good. Like that's not a bad thing. That's like not a bad thing. It's so good. Oh, I love Little Secrets. But do you see, like this kind of reminds somebody said this album kind of give them Talk That Talk by Rihanna, the album, or Fortune by Chris Brown. It was a Sierra album they put in there, the album that got Body Party on there. That's what this album give, but it's like you can tell who her influences are and how they like how she was able to execute all of that within this project. Like you can tell. And this is a great thing. This is her. She did this. This is Normani. This is her sound. This is who she is. This album is so sexy and sultry and like it got like a darkness to it, but not a bad darkness. Kind of like a I don't know how to explain it. Like the energy is so like bold. You know what I'm saying? And the whole album really about having sex. And we needed something like that, girl. Like no shade. Like no shade. Like for real, you could tell whoever she with, like they tapped in right now. They locked in because that's what it sounds like all over this album. I don't care. This is one of the best albums I've heard all year. One of the best R&B albums. Just best album in general, to be honest. Like I'm not even gonna try to categorize it and say best R&B album because it's different songs on here. Even though it's I would say like it's fully laced with R&B, but like Take My Time is a cute little pop song, you know what I'm saying? Like it's other songs on here. Big Boy and Still is like way more hip hop sounding to me than R&B, even though she's singing, but you know what I mean? Like kind of how Beyonce do that singy rap thing that she do or how Rihanna do it. Normani did that. So this is like in different areas. That's little preview snippet trailer thing that she put out for Dopamine. It sound exactly what that trailer looked like. Like it sound exactly like that. And girl, you could have put Fair right on here after Tantrums or in between Distance and Tantrums. Like, I really love Fair for real. Like Justice for Fair for real. Like for real, for real. But anyways, I don't really have much to say about this album because I really love it. Like if, like I have no critiques. I literally have no critiques. Like all of my critiques is about business, and it's just like even I don't want to keep talking about that. Who cares? Who cares? I don't want to keep talking about that. I just want to like appreciate the music that she put out, and I'm just so happy for her, and I'm so proud of her, and that's where we are right now. Oh, I do got some people to clock. Hold on real quick. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Hold on. Girl, I got high fire residue on my hand. Anyways, the people that's trying to paint this narrative about like y'all are so quick to humble a black woman and why y'all bringing up sales X, Y, and Z. I'm finna take out the whole sales part of the conversation and focus on a black woman part of the conversation. I need y'all to stop being hypocrites. It is okay to talk about things that is going on within pop culture. Now, when people put out music, sales is a part of the conversation, streams is a part of the conversation. There's going to be conversations about what's going on with the music. Is it moving everybody? Is everybody listening to it? What the streams look like? Did it do this? Did it like that's going to be a part of the conversation. Just because somebody is calling out the low numbers don't necessarily mean they trying to humble a black woman. We just having a discussion, just like we have discussions about all of the artists. I think it's real. Just like we have conversations when these artists are doing well, when they do have the numbers and all of that shit, we gonna talk about when the numbers are not so great. So let's just stop picking and choosing. Thank you. Hypocritical and contradictory of y'all to try to like run with this narrative when y'all be the same people tearing down other black women for their numbers and what they do with their sales. Just cut it out. Let's just all talk about what we talk about or shut the fuck up in general, in period. Let's just appreciate the music or have these conversations or just shut the fuck up and listen to the music. Because like y'all can't pick and choose. I really hate the picking and choosing. Like we gonna talk about it all together or we ain't gonna talk about it at all. Or if y'all do, y'all just gonna get called out. Cause that's what y'all do. It's so annoying. Like the picking and choosing is so annoying. But at the end of the day, I do think it's like this weird thing some people have with Normani trying to hurry up and just stomp on her. And it's like Normani haven't did anything to anybody. Like, what does she do? She's very unproblematic. But I think the other part of it is people are just having conversations about music things and numbers and streaming and all of that is a part of it. That don't necessarily mean that somebody is trying to dump on somebody. And Normani fans, again, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. This really like, if I could line every last one of y'all up and fight y'all, I would, because why y'all didn't buy her album? Cause y'all talk too much about everybody else. Like that's my thing. Girl, anyways, I'm just gonna wrap this up by saying this album is a 10 out of 10, and I will fight you physically if you try to convince me otherwise. Bring your baddest bitch out. And let's put her track to track with Dopamine 2024. Because yeah, this is one of them albums. Anyways, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment. Let me know your thoughts, how you feel about this album. Do you think it was worth the wait? I think it was worth the wait, but I know some people gonna already have it in their mind, like, girl, this ain't worth it. 6 years, what is this? I already know. But it's like, just be chill and vibe and listen to the music. Because sometimes y'all be doing too much based on nothing. Like, just listen to the music. Anyways, let me know how y'all feel about the album below. Tell me your top 3 songs and check out my podcast. I'm going to have link below. And stay tuned. I have more videos coming for you guys. And thank you everybody who recently subscribed to me. If you found your way back to this video and you haven't subscribed, then girl, what are you doing? You need to go ahead and subscribe because clearly you like hearing my voice. And if you don't like my opinion, beat me up. Bye, y'all.